After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Will Fuller, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 82 yards. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. To try again after the sack. Tua. It's complete to Fuller.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some...
There he goes left side. The 30. 10.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chiefs 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes firing complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways it's...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. Butker now to add the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 49 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Brevin Jordan there to make the grab. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more.
66, Chiefs 28. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.